Get out. Ugh, I'll start again. Reboot, Chaz. Reboot. Warrior here. Just checking up on all of you. It's been a bit of a time, so I thought I'll come on here and see how you're all doing. With Christmas next week, who's found this year's gone so fast, or is it just me that's noticed it? Anyway, as you can tell, I've got Stitch on, and it says Merry Christmas all the way down the bottom. Sorry about that. My cats, fur babies, they're around here somewhere. Not sure exactly where they are, but they're around. I thought I'd just come on here, see how you all are doing, and thought to check up on you all. Life is too short, and we got to get out there and enjoy it. And I know Christmas is not always great for everyone, because sometimes you're on your own, or you got family. If you're lucky and you got family, awesome. If not, and you're like me, just go for a drive or spend a time if you've got fur kids or anything like that. I will have my team in the morning, being here, of course, and then they will go off and do their thing with their family. And look how wonderful my girls have done my hair. It's getting longer. I have to be really careful, because as my hair is getting longer, it can get close to my wheels. So I'll just turn that off so it doesn't annoy you. I won't be on here for very, very long, but I just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And if you don't believe in it, that is your choice. I don't force it on everyone. But as I said, it's going to be a quiet one for me. But as I said, I've got my fur kids, and Oreo's turning 11 on the 1st of January. So she's being my old girl. So, yeah. If you want me to follow your channel, let me know, comment below, and then I can go and look it out. Thank you to everyone throughout this year and the other years for joining. I appreciate that, and the channel's slowly growing. But as I said, I don't force you to come on here and that. If you want to, great. If you don't want to, no problems. G'day, Coltman. And as I said, I have been putting... Oh, g'day, Kim Martin. The thing is, I've got to remember, look down to comments. I'm not sure about that one. So, as I said, do you want me to pray? I don't know what you want me to pray for. But if you are going through any ill health or anything, I send you healing and positive energy your way. And if anyone's struggling, positive energy. Oh, you're welcome. As I said, so Lord out there, you know everyone's situation. G'day, Betty. And whatever they're going through, lift them up. If they need healing, prayers, or anything like that, please just send it to them. But if you want to know what happened, there's other videos to represent as well on the channel to explain. But cutting the story short, I was doing a prayer there at the moment. You don't have to send anything, Coltman, but anyway. But the thing is, I'll get back to the thing, is, yeah, Lord, whatever's going on with all my YouTubers or others at the moment, I just lift them up into your hand and guide them, give them strength, and carry them through. If they're having a tough time with Christmas coming up, just give them the strength and guidance and encouragement. If anyone's sick or not well, I just ask for your healing to go to them as well. In Jesus' holy name, amen. So yes, of course, I don't know if you've seen it all over the news. You know, it wasn't here in Perth, Western Australia. We're thankful for that. But over east, unfortunately, at Bondi, with the terrorist attack and that, you know what, the enemy can come in and try and destroy us Australians and that. Now, when I say Australians, we welcome everyone. But what we don't welcome is terrorists that have nasty, mean sort of thing. Innocent children, adults, there was different heroes throughout it. The youngest one was Matilda. She was 10. I didn't know her, and I don't. But I lift them up in prayer and strength and that. They didn't deserve that. I just don't understand how terrorists can hold a gun, point it towards someone, and think it's okay to kill as many people. Really? I don't get anything out of it. But if they think that they're going to destroy the Australian way and make it weaker, we're going to come back bigger and stronger. And our government needs to do more. But I won't go all into that because negativity has no power here. We only have positivity, and the light will conquer through. They're going to need many years of strength and courage. And wherever. It's not just Australia. Anywhere in the world, there's terrorist attacks going on and horrendous crimes. And people say, where's the Lord? I tell you what, he's sitting up there crying, seeing his people hating one another. He doesn't want that. Personally, I'm not sure. When the time comes, it will come. But if you're a Christian and believe in it like me, you will know. And I can't say that when the world's going to end or whatever. But all I can say is live your life. Like, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I'm blessed to have 38 years on this earth. G'day, James. That I shouldn't have had. When I was 11 and a half, I was given 1 hour to live. And the enemy thought, I'm going to destroy this little person and make their life hell. Yes, it hasn't been easy. Have I given up? No. And the thing is, for me, I will not bow down. I don't know, mate. You just have to trust in it and don't be afraid. It's a human nature to be afraid of things, but don't give in to it. As I said, I was given 38 years that I shouldn't have had, and I've been blessed to have that time. I shouldn't be here. I'm still here. What for? I don't know. But I will not let the enemy destroy me or buckle me or whatever. I'm the only one left in my family, so the thing is, oh, thank you, James. Yes, it's rather long, and it's not extensions, it's all real. And because exactly, and the thing is, I'm not saying like live like it's your last day, enjoy it, but make sure when you go out, tell your loved ones how much you love them, because you just don't know. I might not be here in the next hour, or I might not be here tomorrow. Nobody knows. When he calls us home, it's for a reason. But I'm not going to be going, ooh, let's get excited, the world's going to end, finally the Lord's coming back. I'm not saying that. And he doesn't want us to do that. He's saying be prepared and keep your ears out and eyes out. The enemy is going to be coming more and more. But I'm saying be prepared, just trust in him. And as I said, it's a human nature to be afraid and whatever. But as from my point of view, I trust in him. I shall not be afraid, and I will not give down to the enemy. People say to me, where's your God? You're in a wheelchair. Where was he? You got a heart condition. Where was he? He gave me doctors, nurses, medications that other people have created, which God has created these people to make new medicines, new surgeries. He's with me all the time. It's not God's fault. As I said, there's two in there. There's Satan and then there's God. But that's why a lot of people, and I don't blame them. Like I said, a lot of things have happened in my thing. Have I got angry at him? No. Because when my time comes, I will meet my family. It's not goodbye. It's till we meet again. And as I said, I don't know when that is. I don't have the golden ball. And if I did, I really don't want to know. But my point is, would you really want to know when your day is going to be your last day? Would you really want to know? Personally, no. Because then what? Are we going to change our way and make things different? Of course we would. And then we wouldn't meet all these other wonderful people. As I said, I've had a challenging life. But out of all this turmoil and troublesome, the 1% of wonderful people I've met, I wouldn't have met through the different journey. God gives us the strength, the courage to hang on, and we have to trust in him. But if you don't want to believe in that and you have your own, that's fair enough. But, as I said, with Christmas coming up next week, all I ask is you have a good time. If you're on your own, go for a walk, or like me, or a wheel if you can. If you're stuck at home, listen to some music if you want to. If you've got a pet, play with them. you know, and but just remember, Christmas is not about us. It's Jesus' birth. He died for us and our sins. It's his day. People have asked me, Chaz, what do you want for Christmas? I don't want anything. Everything that I've got here, I'm happy with. It's not me. It's his day. And we need to remember that and recognize it. Because I've gone down the shops and I'm hearing kids turn around. I just wanted it to end. I know I have it good. Good for you. Because all I'm hearing is kids nowadays is, I want, I expect. What a sad world. Christmas used to be surprises and what was under the tree, and if you got something, you were thankful, and if you didn't, it didn't matter. Because the most important thing is you have your family. And yes, life is a lot harder. Geez, in the 80s when I was growing up, life was a hell of a lot easier. But now, everything goes up, all the expenses, whatever. There's people out there that I'm inspired by. I've got one of my workers. She's a mum of 5 kids. Inspiring. She works all the time and always puts them first and then herself last. She hasn't seen her family in 11 years and she's from Albania. And you know what? She gets up, she still goes to work to provide for her children. And they are well and respected kids because they've had that guidance. A lot of kids out there haven't had the guidance because parents are either too busy on their phones or, Adrian, my neck, when I was 19, I had a horse incident and I broke my neck. I'm a quadriplegic. Yes, I can move this arm. This arm not great. That's due to a stroke. I've had 7 strokes. Yes, I can move this part, but from chest down, yeah, it doesn't work. But that's okay. And some people will see me and went, oh, your legs move, Chaz. It's called spasms. Not everyone. It depends on your injury in your spine, where everything is. And basically, if you look at like a circuit board, you know, all the wires, and if someone cuts it, there's no signals going down. If it's partially, there'll be signals trying to go down, and that causes the spasms. And because it's like trying to get the signals through and nothing happens, that's why when you see, who did my hair? My support workers. When you will see some people in chairs, it depends on the condition. If they're paralyzed, their legs might look wasted away. That's because they don't have the spasms that's going on in their legs. When we have spasms, we still have a bit of tone because our muscles, even though they're not being used a lot, they're still getting fired, so it keeps them in condition. So it's a bit hard to explain, but just because someone's in a chair doesn't mean to say they're paralyzed. They could have all sorts of conditions. There's cerebral palsy, there's fibromyalgia out there, there's other conditions. But the thing that I don't like is when people park in the disability bay and they don't have a disability. Yes, there's some conditions out there that you can't see, but it's real, it's internally. But then you get ones that just use it because, oh, I want to be closer, but they don't realize how difficult it is for us wheelchairs. Do you have to eat curtain things? What do you mean by curtain things? I don't eat by mouth. I am tube fed, which means I have a tube that goes into my stomach. I have a second one that goes into my bowel, into the jejunum. That's where my feeds are supposed to go. And the other one is for medications and extra fluid. But unfortunately, they're not working as well. And I did see a doctor, but unfortunately he took out the Mikey button, which is a tube about this long, but the one in the J was a longer tube, and you have to have it done by X-ray and contrast. He didn't like those things, so he whipped that out and he's put a Mikey button in. Not on the live, but if you look on the other videos, you will see how my Mikey buttons are changed and all that. Oh, certain things. Well, as I said, kneel by mouth. I have everything here. I normally have Fresbian, which is a special feed that I put through a pump, but I can't have a lot. I can only have 5 mils an hour for 5 hours. Yes, it's not a lot, but I'm still hanging on to him to see if this can get working, because my stomach is paralyzed due to gastroparesis and failed to thrive gut. So anything I put in there it just sits in the stomach and goes and doesn't want to absorb or keep it going, and it'll just build up till I throw up. And that's why I have to be very careful how much I put in. But enough of me. Anyway, as I said, I didn't want to be on here too long. I thank you all for your support throughout this year and next year and all the years. I wish you all a big, huge thank you to the new subscribers, the OGs and all that. And we will see you. And that I may be on here before Christmas. Not too sure because I don't want to lie to you guys. But I'll try and do my best and catch up. But before I go, I just want to tell you, each and every one of you, you inspire me, you encourage me, and you keep me going, and you lift me up. So I'll try and get some more adventures out when I can. But you all have a wonderful year, and take care. G'day, Ella.